Hey everyone, welcome to Stuff Moms Have Time For. My name is Rebecca and today's video is going to be all about how to make these really cool poison bottles. I had seen an image on Pinterest a long time ago and I thought it would be really cool to recreate potions lab for Halloween. So I've been saving recycled bottles for a very long time. And most of the bottles that I was saving were just things that looked like they could be converted into poison bottles. So any glass bottle that I found that was a pretty cool or unique shape, I saved it and I set it aside. Now, the first thing that you're gonna do is take all the labels off the bottles so they're fresh and clean and you can paint them. But once I did, I decided which ones I was going to keep clear and then which ones I was going to paint. So I chose a matte black spray paint and then I just coated the entire outside of the bottles to make them look like black potion bottles. And then I set them aside to dry. I would definitely recommend doing long, broad strokes to make sure there's no dripping and that it looks like a legitimate black bottle. So then to make the labels for my potion bottles, so I just basically went online and Googled poison labels and a bunch of cool different graphics came up. I just printed a bunch of the ones that I found that were free that I thought were really cool looking. And then I'm using my little Cricut cutter to cut all my labels out with the help of my little daughter, Stevie. Then for all the more detailed labels, I'm just cutting them out and making sure that they have nice clean edges. I decided that on my black bottles, because I wanted them to look older, I was going to use the darker colored paper, almost as if it'd been stained over time. And then I'm just gonna take some Mod Podge and then with a brush just delicately brush the back of the paper. Because it is paper, you don't want it to rip. I was thinking about making Cricut stickers, but when I tried to use a sticker, it just did not go on as well as paper and Mod Podge. So just place it on your bottle where you want it to stick. And then I recommend, because the bottles are all round, go from the center and then work your way out. If any glue comes out the side, you can just take a tissue and wipe it off to keep it nice and clean. So I'm going to repeat this process with all of the bottles that I painted black and adhere all my labels. This bottle was definitely one of my favorite bottles just because it looked so much like it could be a poison bottle. So I got a couple clear containers, I want to say from the dollar spot at Target, and my husband actually came up with this really cool idea to make it almost seem as if the liquid inside the clear bottles was glowing. So we put water in a big jar and then opened some different color highlighters to make our different very neon glowy liquid that we were going to put in our clear containers. And just to make a nice contrast, I decided on the clear bottles that I was going to use white labels just to make them stand out a little bit more. The The liquid actually came out really cool, especially the greens when you have the lights off and just a little bit of light. It really captures that glow in the dark look. So then I wanted to kind of display the bottles that we made. I had bought these little bats from Amazon that came in a kit of like 150 bats, and my girls helped me decorate as if the bats were flying out of our fireplace and around the room. And I just displayed all the bottles that I made on our mantle. So I had kept corks from wine bottles over the years because I have a container where I store them in, and I just found different corks that would fit on the top of my bottle to cover all of my poison bottles, and then the display was complete. I really loved how this turned out. I hope you guys have a fun Halloween, and I will see you guys in the next video.